This is Haley Herman, and I'm going to tell you about my stop motion photography project. This is my 4-week project that I'm going to be talking about, and I did decide to do something new, like stop motion animation. I planned on using some crowns to make this stop motion become real, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do in the middle of my video. But I knew what I was definitely going to do at the end, and it was going to melt some crowns on a piece of wood using a blow dryer. And that was the most exciting part of this project, and the end result is what I expect it to be, at least, or a little bit better also. So we're going to see how it goes because I am not absolutely done with the editing of my video. This is the first time I've built something, but I didn't build a lot of it. It was really difficult to build it because you mess up, like I did, when you hot glue the crayons on, you mess up, you have to take them all off and try to get some of the hot glue that's dried off the wood, and then you have to hot glue them all back on the board without breaking them, which also made it very difficult. So it can put you behind. I did follow my plan until I got to the 3rd week, because every time the power went out, I couldn't work on my project, and it put me behind like a day, because when you're using umbrella lights, you need electricity for it to work, and I really did no adjustments to this project because I really couldn't do any. It was either, oh, don't melt the crowns and just have a weird line disappear, or go through with your project, but everything might not get finished exactly the way you want it to end. So this is my project setup. I have my 2 lights right here. That's the one light. And I have my tripod, and I have my desk where I took the pictures of the crowns. This is also other sides of it. These are other pictures. Now, these are pieces of tape that tell me that's where the end of my frame is when I take a picture. I know if the crown is over here, it will not be in the picture. And this is the part where this is my melting crown section. As you can see, I already did it in these photos. I had 2 umbrella lights, the tripod, cardboard, the blow dryer, and of course the main part of the project to finish. Okay, so I learned how to shoot continuous shots on a DSLR and how to make lighting of this project just perfect, which is I've never done before, guys. It was great to learn. I also learned that I need to measure how much space I can have between the crowns on the board to be able to fit them all on the piece on it. Problem solving was a little big in the project because I needed to try to find time to come in and edit my project, to put it all together, and to work as fast as to get things done. Like, there was one day I was like in the zone. I don't even remember what some of my friends said back there while we were working, because I was just trying to get things done. And what I would redo would be definitely shooting my project at home. Working at home on a project is easier because you have the weekend to do it. You can stay up all night working on it without waking up your parents, and you'll be able to get done on time. So I did feel like I needed to rush, to get things done. The biggest successful moment during this project would be getting the photo taking done. When that got done, like a big brick, like 2 big bricks just like came off my shoulders. But then another one just kind of piled up on my shoulders because I knew I had to get the editing done and I was running out of time because I still had to transport photos from the camera. So once this editing gets done, hopefully it'll be this weekend, everything will just lift off like feathers. Okay, the technology I used was YouTube. It was for my tutorial and the music I used. I'll put in the link in the description of the tutorial I used, and that was really how to melt grounds with a blow dryer or a heating gun. And I used Final Cut Pro X for the editing of this project to make the pictures go to the beat of the music, which is I'm also excited to see how it goes. I used Google to help me find tutorials and help me find what I needed for this project. I also used a Canon EOS Rebel T5 DSLR, a tripod, umbrella lights, and I used a hot glue gun. I would say wood. You'll need wood or a canvas to do this project. So for this project, you're gonna need a tripod, and make sure it has this, because if you don't have this right here, your camera will not stay on your tripod. So your tripod, you will need either this lens if you are using a DSLR, which is this lens is that right there, or you'll need this lens, and I haven't used this one. You can use whatever lens you want. You will need a camera, basic camera. This is mine. And inside that camera, you should have a battery and you should have a memory card. And memory cards are your friends when it comes to stop motion because you have a lot of pictures. I took over 500 pictures for this project. And you'll need crayons or color pencils or whatever you're using. I don't have any with me because I bought those and I left them at Vision Tech. And so we're going to use gum that I have right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to set up your tripod however you need it to be. And I used, okay, so you have this up here, right here. Now this thing rotates, of course, you already know that. And I have it on manual. So if I turn this on, manual will look like so. Manual settings will look like that. And you will want to mess with your ISO, which is right here. You're gonna want to mess with this. You're gonna want to mess with that and that. And your manual focus, which is you can also change on here. Okay, so you can either do that. You can do autofocus, but autofocus will change on however it feels like it wants to change. Okay, so what you're gonna do, you're gonna want to, of course, put your lens on. And it's okay if you're using like a basic camera. You can even use your phone. That's how well technology is nowadays, guys. So if you don't have money for these big, expensive cameras, it's okay. You don't need them. You can use your phone for crying out loud. Okay, so you have everything off. You have your lens. Yes. Okay. Now, what you're going to do is, I'm not going to use a tripod for these, but please use a tripod. Okay. So you're going to take how many ever crowns you want to use. So I'm going to set them all over here. Get that out of the way. Alright. So my frame is from here to here, and I'm going to want to mark that. I don't have any duct tape, so I'm just going to use my lens caps. Okay, frames from there to there. Alright, so over here is safe zone. It's not going to be my picture. In here, that's going to be my picture. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a picture of this, and then you're going to take one here. Take a picture. Then move this one over, and then add one. Take a picture. Move it over, take a picture. Okay, so you're just going to go in a pattern, and however much you want to do it, you can do more than one idea. I've seen so many different ideas on YouTube that you could do, but that is basically how you do a stop motion. And then you can put it together however you want it. You can just have background music and have them all the same speed, the pictures all the same speed, or you can go with the beat of the music. When you melt the crowns, you can use a blow dryer, or you can use a heating gun. A heating gun will take longer, but please be careful you are using one because it can catch things on fire. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.